Library Show, where I read books to kids ages 5 to 11 just so they can have someone to read with. Thank you for clicking and watching this video. To start us off, we will be reading My Little World by Norma and McLucas. It's about 4 little kids who think that they are too little to do some things. However, they're reassured that the older they get, the older they will be able to do some things. So, get your popcorn and enjoy. In this cozy neighborhood live 4 friends who all share something in common. Do you ever feel too little to do some things? Summer, Chris, Juan, and Kira are friends who each feel that they are sometimes just too little. Chris, Summer, Juan, and Kira think about some of the things they can and can't do. Each of the friends wishes they could do so much more. Chris is a 5-year-old boy who loves to learn. It's morning and Chris is getting ready to start the day. I can't see in the bathroom mirror, Chris says sadly. But I can brush my teeth and wash my face and hands, Chris happily explains. After getting dressed, Chris decides to clean his room. Chris states, I can't vacuum my room, but I can help make my bed, put my toys away, and pick up my clothes, Chris says. Later in the day, Chris goes to sit in the backyard. I can't swim in the big pool, Chris says. But I can play in the small pool, Chris states. In another home in the neighborhood lives Summer. Summer is a 4-year-old girl who enjoys playing games. She sits in her room thinking about things she can do.
I can't go to school with the other kids yet,
Summer says.
But I can play learning games,
Summer states gladly.
I can't spell or write every word,
Summer says.
But I can say the alphabet,
Summer says thankfully.
I can't multiply or divide in math,
Summer states.
But I can learn to count and to add and subtract,
Summer says. Down the street in a neighborhood corner house lives Juan. Juan is a 5-year-old boy who enjoys being outside. While outside, Juan thinks of all the things he can do. I can't ride a 2-wheeled bicycle, Juan says. But I can ride a tricycle, Juan excitedly expresses. I can't play basketball, Juan says. But I can throw and catch a ball and play kickball, Juan exclaims. I can't play baseball, Juan says. But I can find good hiding places for hide and seek, Juan says eagerly. I can't mow the lawn, Juan says. But I can help rake and pick up the leaves, Juan states cheerfully. In the last house on the street lives Kira. Kira is a creative 5-year-old girl who loves spending time with her family. Kira thinks about all the things she can do.
I can't always help cook dinner,
Kira says.
But I can help set the table and use a spoon and fork to eat my food,
she expresses happily.
I can't wash dishes,
Kira says.
But I can take my cup to the sink,
she says gratefully. Kira goes into her room and looks at the clothes in her closet.
I can't always dress myself without help,
Kira says.
But I can help pick out my clothes and tie my shoes,
she says joyfully. While in her bedroom, Kira looks at the books on her bookcase.
I can't read or write a big book,
Kira says.
But I can tell a story,
she states happily. Today, Juan, Chris, Summer, and Kira are playing outside together, talking about all the things that they can and can't do. After thinking about all these different things, the friends understand that they are little, but that they can still do so many things. They all agree that the older they get, the more things they will be able to do. Summer, Kira, Juan, and Chris go home and spend time with their families. On this day, they all realize that they will always be just the right size to love and be loved. Thank you for reading. Thank you for eating some snacks and reading this book with me. Again, I was reading My Little World by Dawn and Norma McLucas. Stay tuned for my next book on episode 2 of season 3 of the Build Your Kids Library. Again, my name is Carter, and I thank you for your time.